everything I wanted. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. I want it. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted. I'ma get it. Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it.
What it do, man. It's the boy BUBBA, man. We back, man. It's the 80's baby conversation, man. Welcome back, man. I hope everybody done had a great weekend. Hope everybody week starting off good. We back with a good conversation to bring to y'all, man. We got some good conversation to talk about, some good topics. And we got a special guest tonight with us, as y'all can see. Hey, this is my homie, my ace for a decade plus, man. What's happening, Chris?
What's up, y'all? Hey, 80's babies.
Okay. We got my homie in here. So what's happening, sis?
What's happening? Welcome to this 80's babies conversation. It's your girl, Ray Cherie, the host with the most. Glad to be here on spring break, but it's too cold to go to the beach.
I swear that.
Y'all tonight.
Hey man, hey, winter did a U-turn and said it left something.
Right.
It left something on y'all ass, man. It came back straight up.
Straight up.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I've been having to put on a jacket going to work, man. I'm talking about I go outside and turn right around without that jacket, boy. I'm talking about soon you hit the door, oh hell no, it's cold out here. I'm talking about it being real cold, like not just no little bitty cold. Raven just disappeared. You know what she got going. Need to come on back in here now. But what's up though? What's up though, Chris, man?
Oh, there she is.
There she go. What's up, Chris? What's been going on with you, man? You
Hey
get
man,
everything?
one thing about this life, this decade number 3, boy,
Okay.
it's going.
Okay.
This third decade.
I swear that.
Woo, they didn't warn us
Swear
about
that.
this one.
Nah, they ain't tell about this. And we were so in a rush to get to it.
I know.
You feel me? We were so in a rush to get to it. Welcome back, Ray Cherie.
I'm back. Hey Chelsea, we love you.
Yes.
So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it tonight. We got some good topics lined up. If y'all are on the podcast, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button if you're on our YouTube channel. And if you're not on our YouTube channel, we need you to go visit our YouTube channel. Because we're working hard to bring these podcasts to you. And let's dive in.
Come on with it.
All right, so the first one up for the night. So I had this question. How long do you believe people stay in love?
It depends. It depends on the person, but you know, typically for about a good year and a half, then you know it started falling off a little after that because you got tired of them by the end. You know what I'm saying? You know, it things about them now that you know making you be like, you finding out stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, about a year. Being in love with a person about a good year. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's just my opinion.
Let's watch this clip.
People only stay in love for up to 2 years, which almost kind of suggests that there's no really such thing as true love in the beginning. And when you fall in love fast, that just usually means that you are in what we call the honeymoon phase. The honeymoon phase is basically when you fall in love with somebody based off of the ideas you have about them. And the reason why the honeymoon phase is a phase and it just doesn't last forever is because when you're in the honeymoon phase, you don't truly know who that person is. And especially through a 1 year or 2 year span, you're going to find out who that person truly is. And your attitude is going to shift based off of the things that you now know about this other person.
All right, so how we feeling about that? How do we think what he said is true?
I mean, I said some of the same thing. I said a year and a half. You know, he pushed it too, but you know, I agree with everything he kind of saying. You know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. You see what I'm saying? Because you can fall in love with a person, and it might be that one that you just locked in with for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it just depends on the person and the relationship.
Man,
I feel like it just depends on the relationship, straight up. What y'all think, women? Because y'all the ones with the that's gonna disagree with that.
Okay, so like Christina, in this decade 3, like I'm starting to ask myself, what is love? Because I think we push ourselves. I feel the infatuation.
Yeah.
I feel like I've experienced infatuation. I've experienced lust. But what is love? Because now in my experience, I think we get to the point where we just tolerate our mates. For the lack of, I know I'm supposed to have a mate, so I'm getting on up there. I got to put up with somebody, or I'm gonna be by myself type thing. I feel like we tolerate our mates.
Right. One of my good friends, Holyfield, told it. He just said it yesterday. He was like, "It don't matter. It don't matter. In love, not in love, whatever you want to call it. You're gonna have to put up with something. So, like you just said, it's all about what you're willing to put up with a person on, depending on how long you in love with this person, or you know what I'm saying. Whatever, however you want to put it, in love. hell, just dating. You still putting up with something. At some point in time, you're gonna have to put up with something that you don't like about a person. You know what I'm saying? That's with friendship, relationship, anything to be under though.
But I feel like love, when I define love, well, first of all, let's do that. What is love?
It's levels to love. Definitely levels to this thing.
Companionship is everything. That right, Red? But sometimes here, even that'll run out if it ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Companionship, that shit'll run out too.
Let me say this. I think the greatest form of love is an unconditional love, right? And I don't think any of us have the capacity to possess that, because that's only the Most High has that kind of love for us, unconditionally. You understand? Because as soon as I get mad, somebody might steal some money from me, my love is now conditional.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can, let me tell you, and we all have been in, let me tell y'all something. I know everybody out there watching right now can agree to this. We all have been in relationships and, you know, calling ourselves in love with a person, or, you know, telling this person, I love you, I'm in love with you. And just as soon as you do some, one person do some shit, then guess what? Man, a person act like they don't even know you. So that ain't, I don't feel like that's love when you can just turn it off and say you don't love this person and you know what I'm saying, can just walk away easily. You ain't love a person, because that ain't love. If you love a person, like you gonna miss that person. You ain't gonna want to leave. You gonna try to do whatever you can, you know what I'm saying, to try to work it out and stick through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, and I ain't saying, you know, a lot of women will say, well, that sounds like being a fool to me. Like, hey, fool fall in love, don't?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, come on. That's how I feel. Like, when people can turn that shit on and off, it ain't love. When something happen,
I asked the question though, what is love? And we didn't address that, but I feel like love is that ability to love somebody as much as you love yourself, to put their needs.
I don't feel like it's one definition for love. It's just probably 100 different definitions on love and how people express it. You know what I'm saying? Because
but I can say I love to travel, I love to read, but then when I say I love you, I need you to mean something when you say that to me.
Well, no, sometimes we think too deep into it. You know what I'm saying? I love you could mean that I care about you. I don't want that bad to happen to you. This and that. You know what I'm saying? It don't mean that I'm in love. See, I think that's where it'd be a conflict that too. You know what I'm saying? In love and loving somebody, it's two different things.
Yeah, I must agree.
Okay, so can I love you and not be in love with you?
Yeah.
Yes.
And now what's the difference?
Hell, I don't know. I think we need to get somebody in the comments to help us out. God damn it.
You got some common sense. No, I'm just not taking it back. You know, they say you lose your common sense sometimes when you're in love. But when you're in love, it's like, I guess the only thing I can really compare that to is that young kind of like your first kind of love, like that high school love, that when love at its purest form.
Katie said, love is an action word. Show me that you love me. Don'trace.com said, love, got love for, and in love are all different.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, love is a romantic infatuation from Carrie Upshaw.
Right. Hey, see, that's why I need to get my boy on here.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Anyway,
I love you versus I'm in love with you. I love you. I care about you. I care about your well-being.
That's what I just said.
I want to make sure, you're safe, you're straight, you're on my mind. But I'm in love with you. Like, I want to be in your skin. Like,
nah, that's obsessed.
What?
that's obsessed. No, I don't want to be in your skin. Nah. No, might want to rub some skin, but I don't want to be in your skin. Nah. Older I get, the more I think.
The older I get, the more I think it's semantics. Words are meaningless without action, effort, and thought. I agree, Delaney.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so what's in love? If love is I care about you, I care about your well-being, but I'm in love with you, what am I saying?
I'll do anything for you, you know what I'm saying, if it's for the greater good, you know what I'm saying, and help you out. In a situation I can't help you, how, be there for you. Mm-hmm. Mentally, physically, and financially.
Oh yeah,
Christina, what's your in love? Because Bubba is on some.
Yeah, if I'm in love, I don't put some money behind it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'll do it for
we
love.
invested.
But in love, I done made some foolish decisions financially. If I could be honest, I'm just being honest. You know, but being in love, showing me that you're in love with me. I mean, it's not just whining and dining. It's how you make me feel. Like do I feel safe? Am I safe emotionally around you? You know what I'm saying? Am I safe physically around you? Like those kind of things. Like how does my partner make me feel?
Hey, guess what? And we really naming a lot of the keys that kind of fade away and make people fall out of love. You know what I'm saying? Like
this man said love on the last 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. So, like after a span, you're gonna stop. You know, typically you're gonna stop being overprotective. You're gonna stop being you're gonna start wanting to hear all that whining and crying and complaining. You ain't gonna want to hear, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna start out listening and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So now I say, like, after a year and a half, you know, people are starting to get tired of stuff that they never probably wanted to do anyway, but they only did it because they were interested in you. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like you get on up. It's like now I done got used to you. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, I don't want to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about that right now. You know, it's that type of vibe then. And then that's when it started to be the disconnect. You know what I'm saying?
But I think you need some enrichment. Like relationships need enrichment. Just like when we're on the job, you get on the job training. Once a new rule has come out, a new machine has come out, you got to learn how to do it. So to think that you don't have to do that in a relationship is like, okay, yeah, because you might get bored. you might fall out of love with that person. But is that other person willing to put in some work to make you not feel that way anymore?
Right, and it's gonna get boring. It's gonna get boring, man. Come on, we all know. Ain't no relationship just unless you just. Even people with a lot of money, rich people, they still get bored. You know what I'm saying? That's why they do a whole lot of other things within a relationship. But a regular relationship, like, man, it's gonna get boring. It's gonna be boring moments and boring times. It ain't gonna be no lit. No, it ain't gonna be litty all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be boring at times sometimes. That's just relationship, and you got to be able to know how to move through that too. You know what I'm saying? So
I got this clip I want us to watch. I felt some type of way when I first saw this, so let me share it with y'all, and then we're gonna weigh in.
Okay. She's a 10, but she got 2 kids from 2 different baby daddies.
She a 2 now.
She a 2 now.
She a 2? She definitely in the negatives. 100%.
So you're not even going for that at all?
No, absolutely not.
One baby daddy's enough. That's enough.
Right. Okay, one.
2 of them.
All right, y'all. So let's weigh in on that. How many baby daddies or baby mamas is too many?
Man.
Yeah, one in some cases, but I'm just saying.
Correct, but it depends on the age. I think age is a big factor in this. You know what I'm saying? As we're getting older, I think that's one of those things we gotta sort of.
You made a good point there, Chris. Now I was kind of trying to figure out like what do you mean by that, but I feel you now. If you let's just say the female got 2, and them kids, she got 2 baby dads, but them kids 6 months apart. Then I kind of think that make your stock go down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You go count the crime. But if you got, let's say you got a 10-year-old and you have a newborn, after, you know what I'm saying, with another guy later on, but you end up no be, so you got 2 babies. I don't feel like that's
right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's I don't know, man. That ain't bad. Yeah, that ain't bad. You can't just stick a woman with 1 child and then expect her to move forward with her life. And not, you know what I'm saying, want kids or have kids with another person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't, that's kind of
yeah.
And my
that's kind of steep, man. Shit, they expect that.
She has 2 kids. Are they well taken care of? Or he has 2 kids. Are they well taken care of? I feel like I could care less about how many baby mamas or baby daddies if the kids are well maintained and well taken care of. But
well,
now,
it's kind of now I ain't mean to cut you out. I got to say it while it's on my mind, but it's kind of different when a man. Now, when you talking about a man dealing with a woman with 2 baby daddies, and depending on what their relationship is and what type of guy these baby daddies are, because that could be an issue for me coming in and you got two baby daddies, and especially these kids at home with me and you know what I'm saying, and these guys might got an issue or it's gonna be a problem. So I kind of see what those guys was talking about when they say that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of you coming into something that I probably already an issue. You know what I'm saying, with two baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? And then you coming in a third, another man coming in the picture. You know, you probably be walking in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, as a man.
I want to know, is baby daddy on the BS?
That's I think
right.
what every man wants.
That's what I'm saying.
Every man wants to know that.
Saying.
What's
like
the
you want to know. You want to know if you coming into this like, hey man, and these questions, me and you, we got to ask, if you run into this problem with females that got more than one baby daddy, you need to ask these questions. And women, y'all got to be straight up with men about this too, because if you got two crazy ass baby daddies that's running around, you know he gonna start a problem with that man, and he ain't looking for no issue. You need to tell the man, listen, you need to handle that first. And well, I mean, how can you really handle it when you got to deal with this person because y'all got kids? You know, that's what I'm saying. It's a crazy situation, man. If you in that type, if it's that type of situation, you know what I'm saying. If you dealing with a woman with two baby dads that's crazy as hell.
But I don't think there should be a double standard in a woman having more than one baby daddy and a man having more than one baby mama.
It shouldn't be, but it is.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. It is though. And then my other thing is, like, if I'm on a date and I'm like, well, do you have kids? You know, if he says 1 or 2, I'm like, okay, I can breathe. But if he says 5 or 6, then I start thinking about finances. Like, my life is going to change drastically if I have to welcome 5 kids into my life. So I don't, you know, I know that this situation is not for me because it's going to require me to give up some things that I enjoy to accommodate 5 kids, you know, that kind of thing. So I feel like, you know, if a person has all of these things going on in their lives with these children and they're coming in multiples of more than 3, you know, that person needs to be able to provide stability for those kids, because if not, that's going to impose on your lifestyle. So that's what I look at when somebody tells me that. Like, I may not go on date number 2 if somebody told me they have multiple kids, because I know that I don't want to help take care of them.
Well, that's real. At least you being honest with yourself. Shit, at least you ain't getting in there and then hate being around when the kids around you, being mean to them or being, you know what I'm saying, you ain't like you know, ain't interacting with them. Like, it's better you say that right then and there than get in there thinking just what you can get. Because, you know, some people get in, they'll deal with something like that for a little while just to get what they want, and then, you know what I'm saying, the whole damn time,
because
they got a problem.
We all have children, but like, let's say you started to, we have one child, you know, 1, 2, but you know, you have your kid or your kids, and now this person you met, they have 5, but they're gonna say, okay, you can't buy your daughter all those baby alive dolls this year because you got to buy some for my child too. And in my mind, I'm gonna be thinking, no, the heck,
yeah, I got one for a reason.
Yeah, I can do what I need to do for mine. Like, what are you gonna do for yours? Like, you need to pull your weight type thing. So
yeah, and I feel like
if you have multiples, like, but if somebody had 1 or 2, I can figure this out. You know, I can work 1 or 2. My budget can accommodate 2 more kids, because essentially, if this relationship is long term, those become your kids. Mm-hmm. So I know, like, I want a family. He will do me a favor if he already has 1 or 2, because that means I don't have to have anymore.
Correct.
But anything over that, I don't think my budget can accommodate it with the life that I want to live.
Yeah, it becomes a quality of life issue then.
Yes.
Yeah.
A quality of life issue.
Yeah.
So that is how I look at it. So there's no double standard. If a woman has 2 baby daddies, and she can take care of all her kids, I'm okay with it. If a man has 2 and she can take care of them, I'm okay with it. But if the quality of life for the kids is not sufficient, that's where I draw the line. I have an issue.
Well, you still got to draw another line. You got to draw another line, because, like I said, you can have all that going on, and like I said, you can have these people with these baby mom, baby dad, that crazy as hell, and even if the kid taking care of you, got these other people on the other side. You got to, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna start a problem. Y'all gonna have an issue. it's kind of wise to get up out of there still.
And it's because of immaturity, but also like,
but that shit happens.
When you dealing with the crazy baby mama or the baby daddy, are you gonna allow that person to run you up out your relationship?
Ain't about running, because sometimes it can get ugly and folks get killed.
Yes.
So you gotta
you have to have boundaries at the beginning. You have to have that.
Yeah.
With your people.
You gotta know what you're getting yourself into, man. Just know what you're getting yourself into when
this
you're doing
new age
something
woman,
like
that. A man would say, well, my baby mama doesn't want anyone around my kids unless she's met them. And I'm the type of woman like, no, I'm not gonna sit down and have hot tea with her. Like, no. So you can't.
Yeah, but FaceTime, we got too much technology. Just FaceTime. I mean, some people just want. I mean, in a sense, though, sis, I kind of see what a person when they say something like that. They probably ain't trying. They really trying to check and see what type of person gonna be around their kid. You know what I'm saying? Because
we would do that at pick up and drop off. Like, hey, how you doing?
I mean, that's probably what she means. She ain't probably saying, hey, let's set up a meeting and we meet right here at Shalotsky Deli and sit down and have a sandwich. And she probably they like, if y'all going to pick the kid up and you with them, then hey, this is such and such. I just want y'all to meet. This is who the kid around. Hey, how you doing?
And when it's real, I think that's just common. It's common courtesy because it makes all parties feel comfortable with the situation. I know I've been in a situation like that where I dated a guy and we were together for real, and I had to meet that baby mama.
Right.
But guess what? It's like it's rare that you see people on the same page about that. And that was one situation. I'm like, this worked out. I teach piano lessons. That mom put that child in piano lessons. When the child come down here, I can help. Right. But if we didn't get that understanding in the beginning, it might not have been that like that.
Right.
So
I don't want, some people have this notion that once the baby mama, always the lover, or once the baby daddy, the back door is always open to you. Mm-hmm. Now, that does not fly in my book, but for, that baby mama who may be out there saying, I want to sit down, I got to meet her because she's around my kid. No, because my relationship is not polyamorous. Like, I'm not going to be sitting down with you. I'm not going to be welcoming you into my home when your child is not here. I will see you at pick up and drop off. I will see you at birthday parties and graduations.
Well, yeah, I don't know nobody that wants to come and sit down and chill at the house. Like, I don't.
I've seen it happen.
Hell no.
I've seen it happen. I'm just saying. So that is that notion that issue that I had with baby mamas and baby daddies. And then I feel like the maturity level comes into play, because if we have gone on with our lives and we know that we're just doing this for this little person, let's be cordial. Let's do what we have to do for this little person. And that's all it's about. But when you see me, you shouldn't be trying to smack me on the booty for old time's sake. I shouldn't be showing up at your house dressed inappropriately for old time's sake. It solely needs to be about the little person.
Mm-hmm. Well, you shouldn't have got out the car for him to slap it. Yeah, you getting out for. Stay in the car. The kid know how to walk. Yeah, just unbuckle the seatbelt and let them walk. You got to get out the car. I wouldn't slap.
So we got mail, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Y'all scan the damn code, man, and fill out the form so y'all can send us some mail, because y'all ain't been acting right. Who's reading it? It's going kind of slow.
Very slow.
I probably should have. Oh, you slowed it down for me, huh?
Yeah.
And I can't even read that font.
Okay, what's up, Raven and Bubba? My last relationship was mentally, physically, and emotionally draining. I met a guy. I don't think he's ever dated a woman of my caliber. And I feel like he's trying to handle me at times. He's into me and I'm into him too. We had our first falling out. He is watching my actions. He's keeping up with my schedule. The minute I do something he thinks is off pattern, he starts making implicit assumptions. Mm-hmm. He'll say, I thought Bible study ended at 7 o'clock. I ignore it. He shows me more attention than any man I've ever met. He plans the sweetest dates, but I feel like he's crowding my space. How do I nip this in the bud?
Well, see, like I said earlier, Miss Lady, everybody got to be willing to put up with something. That man just want to know. He probably he may have a military background. I don't know. He probably just pumps you on time and want to know what's going on at after 7. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But you got to put up with something. You talking about you talking about something he do all this and you like this and that. Okay, well, put up with that man asking you he thought, you know what I'm saying, about study the end of that 7.
But I saw some red flags here. I can't, there are some red flags.
Yeah, she's red flag.
No,
that right.
I don't think she's the red flag. I see a little toxic love going on here. I see a damaged man. I think she's trying to love a damaged man. She's damaged, and she admitted that in the opening. But I also see this damaged man here, and he's taking his hurt, his past hurt, and he's holding over her head.
No, you can't say that. Put the letter back up there real quick. You can't say that.
That's a little bit valid. I do.
You can't. No, because she's saying that her last
damaged man.
No, I see a damaged woman too. Because she's saying that in her last relationship it was mentally.
Yeah, that's a good question. What time she get home?
You know what I'm saying? So she
it don't matter what time she got home.
But she had Bible, so she coming in at 11 o'clock, and Bible's gonna be over at 7. It's a school night.
But stores are still open.
But y'all still missing what I'm saying. This lady just said her last relationship was mentally, physically, and emotionally draining. Right. You know what I'm saying? So she damaged good coming in too. You know what I'm saying? So now she feel offended. Okay, but you saying you see red flag from the man. You don't know this man's background. She already telling you don't know what his issue is. We can assume all day. But she already told you what her problem was. So she get mad because this man, she talking about something. She get mad because he asking like I thought Bible study ended at 7. What wrong with saying that? Hell, I thought it did.
Controlling. I
thought Bible study ended at 7.
It did, but I stopped at Walmart.
Oh, okay. I was just asking. I was just worried about that.
Sounds like a lack of communication here.
That's what it is.
It sounds like she introduced him to maybe a norm that she knew she couldn't maintain. If I'm being real.
Hold on. Mr. Edwards said, woman asked for this. Then when she gets the man you ask for, now the man is the problem.
Yeah, because they want to tweet. They want to go. Let me tell you something. They want to build a man. Like build a bear. They want to build a man. They want to build a man. They want
to. One woman don't speak for all of us.
Correct.
If a woman can build a man right now, all of them would.
You're right.
Katie said this might be his personality. So if you tell him to ease up, and he may get offended. So if she can tolerate a man knowing her every move, stay. If not, leave it alone. Personally, I can't do it. Me either, Katie, because at some point he is crowding your space.
Well, no, you gotta have that talk, man. Apparently they ain't had to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Because if he doing it on a regular and you ain't bringing it to attention that it's kind of pissing you off and you getting tired of it, and then if he don't ease up, like she said, if he don't ease up and get offended by it, then now you need to be finding the ex. You know what I'm saying, to get on up out of it, because it's gonna get abusive after that. You know what I'm saying? So we all know the road that leads to abuse, and you're gonna go to punching you and whipping on you.
No.
Like wanting to know your every move. No, I mean, look, I'll say this about no. As of right now, no, you can't know my every move.
Well, let me tell y'all something though. Let me tell y'all women something though. If you in a relationship with a man,
you'll naturally want to give it to him. Like when that man make you feel comfortable, he's like, "Man, I'm about to run to the store. You need something? I'll be back."
Yeah, or if a man see you, if he acknowledges you getting ready to grab your keys and purse, he be like, "Hey, man, where you going?" And you get offended by that. It ain't so like for real. When men do that, a lot of the times it ain't even trying to know just trying to see what you're doing or trying to control where you go. It's kind of just for safety reasons, because you know what I'm saying. I want to know you're going just so I know you're safe. And then if something do happen, they were like, well, where did she say she got? What we watched first 48. These folks come knocking at your door. Well, I don't know. She left and she did. Well, where did she say she was going? I didn't ask. All right, come on. Why am I asking for that? You don't know what.
No, why not just say how was Bible study?
She need to talk to him and tell her that it's a problem.
Checking, like she's right. He is checking. Like I thought Bible study ended at 7. He is. She said that he's implicit. He's not directly stating, but in other words, he's saying, "Where the hell you been?"
Listen, sis. Listen. At the same time, it's still a time frame. Like it's always got to be time. So let's just say Bible study ended at 7. And it's 7:30, and he hit her like, I thought Bible study. Now that's a little too much, man.
Yeah,
like now, come on, man. Now if it's damn 10 o'clock and he ain't heard from you since 7, then I can kind of see him like, hey, I thought Bible study ended at 7. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he could find another way to say it, or be like, hey, baby, you all right? I thought Bible study ended. Maybe put something in front of it, but still ask the same question.
That's what,
you know, to kind of like put some sugar on it, so it tastes good, but it's still, you know what I'm saying? Got a sour taste in the end, you know, like a sour patch. Put some sugar on it.
I think that the biggest thing is in our relationships, we forget that we're individuals.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of got to
stay single.
No,
if you want to be an individual,
don't stay single because we're still individuals, but you know,
we're a unit when it comes to my money. We are a unit when it comes to my money, and we are a unit when it comes to all this other stuff. But we're talking about when it's time to say where you're going. Oh, you're an individual.
But you may want, like, sometimes you want to feel like a man. You want to feel like a man, and you want to go do manly things by yourself. You may want to go sit at the bar and smoke a cigar without your lady hugging on you and rubbing on your shoulder and trying to hold your hand.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, baby, I'll be back. I'm finna go to the cigar bar. I'll be back. I'm finna go out for a sec.
And as a woman, she may want to go buy a pair of underwear by herself without you saying, "Why are you buying those?" kind of thing. So I feel
what kind of man gonna ask that anyway if he think it's going for him?
But realistically, like, we have to have those moments to ourselves. So this woman is saying he's checking my every move. She acknowledged that she was damaged in the beginning. But he's checking my every move, and that's a little bit too much. And you know, for me, I feel like that's his control mechanism. He's showing her.
Oh, that's her insecurity. She's still damaged. See, let me tell you what she need to do then. Going into that relationship, what she should have done. And see, this is another thing. When y'all need to tell these men what y'all have been through, so we kind of, you know what I'm saying, get the playbook, so we know what not to do to you and skate around it. But y'all need to tell these folks what you have been through. So
all the women out here checking the men's schedule?
Yeah, all the time.
I don't think so. Check why?
Please,
I don't do that. Like,
we're talking about in a relationship. If you're in a relationship with a man and he grab his key, you mean to tell you ain't gonna say, "Hey, where you going?"
Yeah,
you gonna just let him walk out the door?
Yeah, we in a relationship. What's up?
But he doesn't have to say at 5:45 I'm going to American Deli. At 6:30 I'm going to work. Like, no, don't give me the rundown.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What's the appropriate time to check your man after he been gone for a minute and he ain't back at a certain time that you think is the right time?
You know what he want to go do?
Walmart closes at what time? If whatever time
it don't close. They open 24 hours.
Not here where I live. So whatever time Walmart and Walgreens closes, you need to be at home. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, I'm waiting up on you. So if you don't want me up to midnight, you shouldn't be out past.
Now that's a little too much. That's a little much. Go on to sleep.
If you're not at work, I'm waiting up on you to go to sleep because there's certain things that we need to do together as a couple.
Oh man, see, no.
Like
man,
what,
that's just like that. That's just like that man
Like,
asking where she at 7 o'clock.
We gotta say our prayers, brush our teeth.
No. You see,
so you need to be at home for that.
No. You can go. Hey, don't wait up for me.
Pray for me.
Don't wait up for me.
I'm out.
I swear.
No, I'm just saying, like, I feel like you establish those routines as couples.
No,
so, like,
I'm not finna get no speeding ticket. I'm not finna get no speeding ticket.
You got 30 minutes
red light
after Walgreens closes. 30 minutes at the Walgreens.
No.
And don't be talking about you went to Waffle House and you ain't got a receipt with my hash.
And I love Waffle House, and I paid with a card.
Oh, no.
I paid with cash, and I told him to keep receipt.
So I'm the type of person, like, I want me and my man to eat dinner together every night. I want us to have a conversation.
Man, that ain't gonna happen. We gotta be realistic. That ain't gonna happen. That's marriage. That is when
Oh,
that's
no.
marriage.
Before marriage, I got to show you what it's like to be married to me.
I already know. I seen folks do it before.
So that's what we go wrong at. Before marriage, I need to be showing you what it's like to be married to me. We need to establish what our routines are, what's significant to us.
See, that's the problem right now. You trying to be the man in a relationship and lay down these ground rules of what we is and ain't gonna do. No, sis, that ain't how it's gonna go.
So it's masculine of me to want to establish something significant with my partner.
Yeah, when you doing all that, talking about what time we gonna eat
Oh,
and I better not miss.
About people putting Apple tags on their partner's cars.
They can do that.
Yeah, they can put them Apple tags on. Don't put one on me. You gonna get your. Don't do it.
Put one on me. I'm gonna be all across the United States. I'm like, what he doing in California? Oh, what he doing in New York City? Yeah, I'm gonna make you wonder. You gonna be going crazy over there looking at my Apple tag.
Yeah,
straight up.
Because look, you're gonna get it to the point where I ain't taking nothing but the keys, or I'll leave it somewhere on purpose just to make you have a heart attack.
Nah, get what? When I find out the Apple tag on, because if I ain't sharing my location with you on the iPhone, period, I want you to tag me. No, it's over with.
Yeah, that's definitely a violation.
That's obsessive. Like,
you might as well be in the car. You might as well be in the damn car with me if you gonna do that.
Would you share your location with your mate?
Not indefinitely.
I'm not.
Not until
wow.
for an hour. No, or maybe till the end of the day, depending on if I'm traveling. If I'm traveling, I do need somebody to know where I'm at.
I have friends that I share my location with all the time, but like, I don't want to share my location with my mate. Like, I feel like you need to give me some type of privacy.
Yeah, Raven, my sister, and she share her location with me, but I don't share mine with her though.
So yeah, there are certain people in my phone, and some people may not even know it, but I just share my location with them at all times. Mm-hmm. I have people as emergency contacts, but my mate, like, you might be an emergency contact, but I'm not sharing my location with you because there are some things like, why did she go to the cigar bar? Like, there are some things that I just want to do by myself.
Why the hell is you at the cigar bar and you don't smoke?
Because that's where all the rich people are.
What you doing in there though? What you looking for?
I just want to feel rich. Yeah.
But why coming to America?
I think if I'm married, I wouldn't mind sharing my location with my husband at all times. Not at all. Not at all. But
yeah, now marriage, yeah.
And in dating, I think it's levels to dating because you ain't getting my location. You just not. You probably not getting a location until we get engaged for real.
Yeah,
and I'm dead serious about that. And I don't.
Well, listen, y'all. If it ain't family and close friends that you need, that need to know where you at, man, leave down location off unless they trying to get to you at that time and point and moment. Mm-hmm. Leave your location out, man, or share it with people that's important to you, like your mom, dad, sister, brother, child. You know what I'm saying? And keep your kids' location, y'all. Like, that's an automatic, man. Keep your kids' location. You know what I'm saying? But
you gotta have trust, Elena. That's
you gotta, you got to. Because you don't got to know nobody. I don't want to pull up my phone to be able to see where you at all times. I feel like that's really controlling. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Like, because soon as I see you in this big old apartment complex and I know you don't know nobody stay over there, what the hell you doing? I'm coming to you.
That's called insecure.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So don't do it.
So I got a question. What do you do if your partner is bored in the bedroom?
You better talk to him. You better give him a instruct. You better sit down and think of a instruction manual and let them read it, and then you give them a test at the end of the week.
Boring is fixable. I think boring
is
the fixable thing. So that's not a deal breaker. They're boring. They could have some stress from work that's affecting them, or they're not being creative. It's ways that you can get creative.
Yes.
Area. Okay.
But what's boring? A lot of people think, let me tell y'all something too now. I don't know. You got to be borderline bored and kind of crazy too. You can't be just overly on one side. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, if you get too excited in the bed, I'm gonna be scared. Like doing too much in here now. Sit down.
Oh, is that what you do for everybody?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'm thinking about like, man, I know Joe before me, boy. He probably had his eye like this too. Straight up.
I think
Don't
boring.
show me too much too fast. That's all I'm saying.
For me, if somebody is boring, they're doing the same thing the same way every time. Like change it up a little bit.
That's where you got to communicate with your partner and you show them something new. Like, hey, you want to try this? You know?
Don't ask them, because some people chicken out when you ask them. You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
Yeah. And spice it up. Role play. Be the robber and the cop.
Man, that's nah. That ain't fun. That's so old. That's so 70s.
So I think you gotta spice it up. Watch the movies together. You know what I say when I mean the movies. Watch the movies together. Role play, spice it up. Look, send those text messages throughout the day. Like that is so important. Send them little nasty messages. Use that cell phone what it's made for.
Yeah, you can do that.
I mean, it can be fun to role play. That's right, Katie.
Yeah, I don't want any nasty movies because that's unrealistic.
Man, listen.
So we try this, I might fall. This ain't gonna work for me.
Mr. Edwards want to make his own movie.
That sure enough will spice it up. I gotta give it to Mr. Edwards.
Hey, but that probably be fun though. Y'all might need to try that though. Y'all people out there that's into that type of stuff that like to set up cameras and stuff. Y'all try that. You know what I'm saying? It might be fun. And see what
role play doesn't have to mean you go buy the costume. Role play, you can just use what you have at home. He could be the Domino's pizza man. He could be fixing on the washing machine. You just gotta
or tearing up the washing machine.
Or tearing it up. Get into character.
Then tear up some appliances in there.
Yeah.
Or go to another area of the home. Like you just, you make it your own. It don't have to always be in the same spot all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
or in the car. Or you know what I'm saying? In the car. Be
inside the garage. Just make sure the car ain't running.
Yeah, because y'all gonna be turned up. It's gonna be a suicide there if you probably that would have been called. But yeah, go outside and act like it's a blizzard and you can't get out. And camp out in the car, you know what I'm saying? Do something.
Go meet in public. Go act like you just met in public.
Yeah.
Do something
like that.
Yeah. Now don't be swinging on the ceiling fan, jumping off the damn dresser now, because somebody gonna get hurt.
And then look, like Walmart has a return policy, so go buy one of those little tents and make the picnic in the backyard and take the tent back tomorrow.
Man, I ain't gonna go buy no tents, because what if I get the tent that y'all done damn return now? What if I get the tent that y'all done return? Don't return the tent. Leave the tent in the backyard till the wind blow away. Do not return the tent.
Now, Delane, I think this is a good idea to keep it fresh, like that first time feeling. Pretend to be strangers and meet up. Sometimes it's being spontaneous.
Man, but I'll be that guy that I'm gonna mess up the whole. I'm gonna mess up the whole play date, man. I'll be like, man, I already know you. Coming in here playing with me. Let go.
Well, that's that point of getting into the rock. Like, excuse me, miss.
Yeah. May
I buy you a drink? And then just go with it.
Yeah, do that. But I need my money back when we get home now, because I already know you. Give me money back.
Okay.
Nah.
Delana, you are a woman after my own heart. New wig, new woman. All you need, he don't need all these.
Push that hair up.
And she done did it before.
Act out a part from your favorite movie. I like that too, Deborah Lee. Mm-hmm. So there are ways to do this to build that spice up.
I want to play Coming to America. The scene when she was being a dog.
Whatever floats your boat. If that gets you, then whatever floats your boat.
Yes.
But what if she wanted you to bark like a dog? So I'm just saying, you got to be open-minded and willing to do whatever it takes. And this brings us to our next topic. How do you talk dirty in the bedroom?
Some girls get turned on more through dirty talk. A lot of guys are mutes when they're sleeping with girls. Bro, you saying the wrong thing is better than you saying nothing. As long as you don't start saying some crazy outlandish stuff, what I'm saying is you gotta know some like basic dirty talk words and see how the girl responds to it. Like, you like that? Like just something like that and see how she reacts to it. You gotta just experiment, bro. I'm not finna sit up here and walk through how you need to sleep with a girl in a damn video, but you need to be able to experiment with dirty talk.
All right, Bubba.
I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, man. I'm that guy that gonna be mute. I don't want to do all that talking. None of that. I don't want to do none of that. That get too much. But just don't say the wrong thing, because you say the wrong thing, then you know what I'm saying.
What's the wrong thing?
Yeah, that's why I prefer not to talk, because I ain't no telling what you might say. Just shut up and let it happen.
Now, Bubba, I'm sorry, Bubba. That's boring.
Well, hell, it ain't supposed to be fun.
All right, Mr. Edwards said he loves to joke and talk trash. Delaney said, don't try it if you don't have any bass in your voice as a man. All right, but is it okay to say, whose is it?
Man, nah, man, that ain't, nah, because you might say, not yours. Then it's over with. Or she might sit up around and say, Johnny's, I mean, yours. Then there it is. Whole mood. Just shut up. Then don't say that.
I think it's levels to the dirty talk, but I think moderate dirty talk is fine. It intensifies. Like I want my mate to talk to me.
So what? Well, let me ask y'all. No, man.
No. We already had this discussion.
Yeah.
I want my mate to talk to me. Like, tell me I'm the best. Tell me everything.
No, I ain't saying that. I don't want to hear that. I want his
affirmations.
You gonna get that by body language, man. Body language is everything. I don't need to say nothing.
Just like a man, I want you to lay there like a dead fish. You better say something. I agree, Khadijah.
Man, moaning and groaning and listen, moaning and groaning and making little noises. That's cool. But you go having a full conversation and look at me in my eye to myself. Yeah, do you like that? Do you like? I'm doing it, ain't it? You know I like it. Ask me that for. That's why I kind of feel like, well, don't be asking those stupid questions. Kind of shit is this? Don't ask me that.
But I need you to get on TikTok and learn how to talk dirty.
Okay.
It'll spice up your bedroom game 10 notches. Because the women are saying they like it. So I need you to spice up your life and get on TikTok and learn how to talk dirty. Because you sitting there handling business in the bedroom like your granddaddy. And we not in the 50s and 60s no more.
You're right, because I'm handling business. I ain't in here trying to have no conversation, looking you in your eye to myself. I love it. Do you like it? Yeah. What I'm supposed to say after I answer the question? That's the thing. What am I supposed to say after I answer the question? Whose is it? Or do you like it? Yeah. What's the next question? Like, is this gonna be all? What do we
I need you to do? I need you to build you a bank of things to say, Bubba.
That might not work out for me. Sis. I'm just do what been working for me. Just be quiet. Turn the TV on.
Or that's some music in the background or something.
Yeah, music. Let's see, yeah. I might go to rapping a song in you. Time to read up, time to bring it on the truth. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
It's more to it. Some people don't know how. Bubba, you got to learn because, bro, you're depriving.
I'm 25. Now, if somebody making me talk, you know what I'm saying, I might, I might slip up and say something like, "Oh God," yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, is it on one? Both parties can talk, right?
Yes, both parties.
Yeah. Okay. So sometimes, as a lady, you might have to do what you got to do.
No, y'all, these new men. I grew up. You gotta think about it. And like I said, y'all, this is the 80's baby conversation. So growing up at a time that we grew up, you know what I'm saying, it kind of wasn't cool to be doing all that talking. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just get in there. The talking going on before that.
To get her.
Yeah, I did enough talking. I got you here now. What we need to talk about? You know what I'm saying?
Some people dirty talk is too much for their partner.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't about to be in there calling me the B word and you nasty whatever. I'm be ready to get up.
Well, that might well float my boat. I might want to say, you know, hey, just so, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Y'all funny, man. Y'all crazy, man.
You're not gonna be in there saying, "Come here, you slutty vegan." Like, no, I ain't got time for that. None of that. We not doing that. Don't call me out my name because
if it's gonna be restriction, like I say, guys, if she got restrictions on what you can say, zip it. Just don't say nothing. Just look at her with an ugly look.
Not like that. Not the ugly, but don't scare the girl.
Yeah, well, close your eye then. You don't want to see that. It's dog anyhow.
Watch you some TikToks on how to talk dirty. They telling you what to say. They telling you how to say.
These young folk don't know nothing. They do too much talking. I get in there, I might go to talking like, yeah, who's this? And then I got out of there real quick. And she was like, well, I almost said yours, but it's over now, you know. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot by talking too much.
Well, I just feel like he ain't gonna talk to me. I'm gonna talk to myself. Cause something gonna have to be entertaining up in that camp.
Man, listen. Just be quiet and let it happen. It'll all be over soon. It'll all be over soon.
And for some, it's too soon. And on that note, what are we gonna leave the people with tonight?
Y'all go ahead first. Ladies first. I'll go last.
Live, because tomorrow is not promised to anybody. If you want to try something, try it. If there's something you set your heart on, go get it. Because live for today. Tomorrow is not promised for anybody. Do what you feel and love everything that you do. That's my word.
That's a word. I needed to hear that. That's good.
Go ahead, Chris. What you want to leave the people with tonight, Chris?
Man, always just stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself and do not diminish who you are for anybody, for anything, for any organization, for any status. Like, you got to be your authentic self, and then be your best self.
Right, man. I just want to leave y'all with some of the same thing they just said, but I seen a post today, y'all, and I just want to say this. Everybody, be happy, man. If you wake up, strive to have a good day. Don't wake up with no hell in you, you know what I'm saying, or intentions on starting a problem with somebody, you know what I'm saying. If it was yesterday, let it stay yesterday. Wake up and have the intentions of being great and stress-free, man. Because like you said, you know what I'm saying, live life. Because when it's time to punch that clock out of here, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? So live life, be happy, and shut the hell up when you're in the bed.
Talk a little bit. Look, y'all go hit the like button on Facebook, share this podcast, go to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. We need your support. And on that note, it's been real. And we out, y'all.
All right, peace.
Already.